I believe the Dolphins signed Malik Willis.
So they got rid of Tua, and they're bringing in Tua 2, the sequel. Tua 2, Electric Boogaloo.
All right, so I am a Dolphin fan. I've been a Dolphin fan my entire life. I've rooted for this team probably against my better judgment, and they have done nothing but really let me down my entire life. But this offseason, we finally made a big move, and we've released Tua Tagovailoa, and we've signed Malik Willis. We have a change at quarterback now going into this year. We did a lot to make this move happen. We released Tua, who was on a $220 million contract with us. We let Bradley Chubb, our edge rusher, walk, and he ended up signing with our divisional rival, the Bills, with a $52 million contract. And then we also traded our star safety, who we traded for just this past season, Minkah Fitzpatrick, to the Jets for a 7th. All of this was to clear cap space, and that cap space was then used to sign Malik Willis to a deal. Let's get into the contract that Malik Willis was signed to before we get into my opinions on anything. We're starting off 3 years, $67 million, with 45 of that completely guaranteed to him. Year 1, he'll have a base salary of $1.25 million and a signing bonus of $22.5 million. Year 2, he will have $21.5 million fully guaranteed to him. And then year 3, he has potential to make $22 million if we decide to keep him. Otherwise, they are able to release him with next to no cap penalty. So this is clearly not franchise quarterback money. This is not a franchise quarterback contract. There's no trust here to indicate that we view him as the next franchise quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. It's more of a go out and prove it kind of contract. Now, back in the day, this would have been franchise money, but now the quarterback market is so screwed that even a $67 million contract is really not that bad for a guy like Malik Willis. I don't really mind this contract. There were reports from Adam Schefter and other analysts that he was going to demand up to $30 million a year in free agency, which is absolutely absurd. And if we had given that to him fully guaranteed, I don't even know what I would have done. That would have saddened me to my core. But luckily, it's not as bad. So if we break down this contract, really it's a 2-year deal, with the 3rd year being optional for the Dolphins. We only guarantee him $45 million, so we are able to release him with pretty much no cap penalty in year 3. So we have 2 years to see what Malik Willis has, and then after that, we are free of him. So this isn't the type of contract to bankrupt us if things go wrong. It wouldn't be helpful if things go wrong here with Malik Willis, but it wouldn't absolutely bankrupt us. Tua's contract has bankrupted us. That was a massive issue. We at least have him off the team, even though this year we're going to be paying him $54 million to play for the Falcons, which is absurd. So regardless of all of that, though, it's a go prove it contract. I don't really mind this contract at all. But let's talk a little bit about how he got here. Malik Willis he got first round draft hype coming into the 2022 NFL draft from Liberty, but he ended up falling to the round 3 to the Tennessee Titans. He played in 8 games, but only started in 3. He went 1-2 in 3 starts, and he threw for 276 yards and 3 interceptions in those games. We all know Malik Willis was bad in Tennessee. We all know that. He didn't get this contract based off his time in Tennessee. He was not good there. We all know he wasn't good there. He has admitted that he wasn't good there in his introductory press conference to the Miami Dolphins.
When I came in the league, I wasn't prepared. That's not a knock toward my coaches or myself. That's just what it was, coming from the system I came from, and I've had a chance to learn the last 4 years since I've been in the league, and went through 4 different offenses and seen a bunch of different defenses, and I just think I've grown a lot, and I'm grateful for the opportunity once again.
Didn't get this contract based off of Tennessee. He got it based off what he did in Green Bay. Tennessee was kind of a mess with Malik Willis. It wasn't the best situation for him to be in. He was coming from Liberty, a place that was not a very good school. Not a whole lot of NFL talent comes out of Liberty. They don't play stiff competition. He gets to the NFL, and things definitely were difficult for him. You could tell making reads was very hard, and he played in, like I said, in only 8 games, and he threw 3 interceptions to no touchdowns. So his time in Tennessee was awful. Tennessee relegated him to the backup role in 2023, and then they shipped him off to Green Bay, where he would back up Jordan Love. This is when you started to see development. That's the number one thing with Malik Willis, is that he's clearly coachable. You're able to, I think he's developmental. You're able to develop him. You're able to work with him, and he's gotten much better. So Jordan Love missed some time in 2024, and Malik Willis looked really good in his place. He started in 2 games for the Packers and threw 550 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's tripling his stats with the Titans, and his efficiency should also be noted as well. He completed 74% of his passes. That is huge here. A struggling quarterback, their efficiency is always down. With Malik Willis, his efficiency has completely risen, and he's able to complete his passes. His passer rating's high. His completion percentage has been high in Green Bay. And then in Green Bay, they kept him as a backup going into 2025, and he did more of the same again. Threw for 422 yards and 3 touchdowns in 4 total games, and his own mobility was really put into the spotlight this year. He rushed for 3 touchdowns, and it was really his pocket presence, his ability to dodge sacks, his ability to get out of pressure, to get out of tough situations and make something out of nothing. That's really been what has kept Malik Willis going in his time in Green Bay, and a big reason why he's earned this contract now. He worked with John Eric Sullivan, the new Miami Dolphins GM. He was a personnel executive for the Green Bay Packers, and he also worked with Jeff Hafley, who was the defensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers as well. So there's a connection here, at least, between our head coach, our GM, and our quarterback. They're all very familiar with each other. They've worked with each other before. We're not creating a new relationship here, so that's always good. In 2025, it became extremely evident that Tua had to go. I've been a big Tua supporter since he's gotten to Miami, and I've tried, as a Dolphin fan, trying to cheer for him and trying to hype him up, but it's very clear that Tua just couldn't be here anymore. He was not playing his best football by any means. It was the worst season of his career, making a lot of dumb decisions. The decision making got so much worse. The efficiency went way down, and Tua he looks like he's regressing rather than progressing, and he needs a fresh start somewhere else. So he's landed in Atlanta now. So regardless of anything, we had to get rid of Tua. Now we have Malik Willis. The NFL draft is not good this year in terms of quarterbacks. You have Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson would be QB2. Dante Moore went back to school. So it's really just Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson. And if you're not confident in Ty Simpson, then you have to go out and get a quarterback. And I prefer Malik Willis than doing like what the Jets did and going out and trading for Geno Smith, or maybe trying to get Jacoby Brissett or something, or signing Joe Flacco. I like to have something to look forward to here with Malik Willis. At least he's a young quarterback with mobility, with pocket presence, and with some potential to look forward to in the future. So why not take a shot on him? He's a young quarterback from Green Bay who has flashed ability and improvement, and we gave him a contract, like I said, that isn't going to bankrupt us if things do go wrong. So there's really no negative here, in my opinion. I think it's an improvement on Tua still, and it gives Dolphin fan at least something to look forward to, a little bit of glimmer of hope in Miami that we haven't really had in a little while. Quarterback's always been a tough position for us since Dan Marino, so we haven't been able to get a good quarterback back there since then, and Tua had to go. Tua was our closest, probably our best quarterback since Dan Marino, either him or Ryan Tannehill, and Tua had to go. So bring in Malik Willis, a young quarterback with some upside, and there's just really no negative in this. If you can work with him and you can develop him. I've seen some people say Quinn Ewers is going to play. Quinn Ewers will not play this year unless Malik Willis gets injured. I don't even care if he looks better than him in camp. Malik Willis was signed to a $22 million contract a year. Quinn Ewers is making maybe $1 million right now. Probably not even that. Maybe that. I don't know. He was a 7th round draft pick. So he's not making great money. And if he's not... The NFL is a business at the end of the day, and if Malik Willis is going to make $22 million, he's not going to ride the bench. Malik Willis is the starter next year. We have to accept that, and we have to get ready for that. So those are pretty much all my opinions on this situation. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.